Hey guys, so I'm going to talk about a topic that I've touched on before, probably quite a few times, maybe once or twice, um, but in a little bit of a different way this time. I'm going to try not to get political, just because I don't like to that much on this channel. Um, but I want to talk about stereotypes, because being in a wheelchair, I'm stereotyped a lot. Mostly by strangers, because people who know me know not to dare to do that. And they know that I don't fit the typical stereotype anyway, for the most part. But for people who aren't in my immediate circle, sometimes they'll generalize. And I had that happen to me today. Somebody assumed that because of my dependence and needs, that I basically would need the government to take care of me for the rest of my life. Now, let me disclaimer this and say that I'm not knocking anybody with any type of disability who needs government assistance. Right now, I need it. Right now, if you were to ask me tomorrow, can you survive without your Social Security check? No. However, I am trying my damnedest to not need it anymore. And because of my experience with it, I could tell you right now, they keep you dependent. And with somebody with a disability, it's easy for them to take on that mindset and believe that they really truly need it. And what they do is they give you just enough where you need it, and you can't make more on your own. And I'm at the cusp of that right now, where I'm gonna have to wait until I'm doing pretty well on my own to be able to get off, which sucks. And I don't know why anybody would brag almost about being on it, or if you're gonna get political, vote a certain way to keep yourself on it. I can't wait until I can get off, until I can make my own hours. I can, even though I love my babysitting job, until I can travel, until I can know exactly how much I'm gonna make and how much work that's gonna take. I need that freedom, and the government doesn't give that to you. I've said it before. Bottom line is, I'm for limited government. And I would rather have great care out there for people with disabilities, with the incentive of making every individual person as independent as possible. Making sure that every person, because I'm sorry, there's a lot of people out there with disabilities who are not confident in themselves. There's a lot of them that could be doing a lot for themselves financially, who could be doing gratifying work, but for whatever reason, whether in themselves or the people around them, they think that they can. And I know that there's also people who can't make it on what they're making. So they have to rely on government assistance, which is a totally different issue. I'm simply talking about disabilities, because it's definitely more of a mindset. And I do feel like the government keeps you believing that you need them. And whether or not you were brought up to believe that you could do anything, you need to start somewhere. Because it's not fair to anybody, whether you have a disability or not, to leave their life up to somebody else. If you want to go get your dream job, if you want to prove yourself and people wrong and be able to do something gratifying that you would love to do, teach yourself, get a mentor. You know, there's so many things out there, even for people that are a lot more limited physically than me. There's a lot that you can do from home. I just think that I'm one that always pushes myself, literally and figuratively. And I don't like anybody, whether it's an individual, whether it's a society, whether it's the government, categorizing me, fitting me into this little box, stereotyping me as this person who needs something or someone to be able to survive and live. That's not me. Anybody who knows me will tell you, you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And like I said, I cannot wait until the day where I'm not nervous and freaking out, because I'm nowhere near making it on my own yet. But there's still that fear, and I think that limits me in my career of what am I gonna do when I get to the point where I can't live without the government check, but the government thinks I can, so they're gonna take it away because I'm making too much in my business and my job. That's what they do to you. So, I'm just gonna keep working hard. And I will get to the point where it's not gonna faze me. I won't even blink if it's taken away. And I hope that this inspires somebody or eases the fear in somebody that's afraid that they have this dream inside of them that they want to be more independent, want to go after their dreams and have a fulfilling life, but feel trapped and nervous and what if. Don't ever be beholden to somebody else, especially to a government. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I did not expect this to be 10 minutes long. I was gonna do another in the flesh video. If you haven't seen the previous one, it's the video right before this. I probably will do an in the flesh video over the weekend for Monday, but I didn't post a video this Monday, so I'm gonna probably post this the morning after I do it, which is now Tuesday. So subscribe if you haven't, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.